Hey folks, welcome back to Military Forces Unleashed. Today we're taking a hard look at the legendary AH-64 Apache, the helicopter that's got the firepower and armor to make it a nightmare for anyone on the ground. This isn't just any chopper, it's a flying tank that's been dominating battlefields and striking fear into enemy forces for decades. We'll be exploring what makes this beast so deadly and why it's held in such high regard by armies worldwide. So buckle up. We're going airborne, and it's going to be intense. In today's episode, we're diving into the AH-64 Apache, a helicopter that's more than just a war machine. This chopper has become a symbol of power, precision, and pure devastation on the battlefield. From its advanced tech to its role in countless missions, the Apache has a history worth every minute of our attention. Let's break down why this helicopter isn't just famous, it's infamous. The story of the Apache starts back in the 1970s, when the U.S. Army was looking for an attack helicopter that could handle the roughest combat situations. They needed something fast, something tough, and something that could carry a serious load of firepower. Enter Hughes Helicopters, who developed a prototype that would eventually become the AH-64. Officially adopted in 1984, the Apache was designed to handle any mission, from taking out tanks to escorting ground troops. With twin engines, advanced targeting systems, and enough armor to shrug off small arms fire, this machine was ready for the worst. Now here's a fun fact. The Apache wasn't always the high-tech beast we know today. Over the years, it's been upgraded and modified to keep up with modern warfare. The latest models, like the AH-64 Guardian, come equipped with satellite communication, advanced sensors, and even drones to give it an edge in the digital battlefield. And yes, it's a favorite in Hollywood too, appearing in blockbusters as the ultimate symbol of military might. From facing Soviet threats during the Cold War to its use in the Middle East, the Apache has a resume that's as impressive as it is deadly. Let's talk about what makes the Apache a real killing machine. This helicopter isn't just armored. It's practically a flying fortress. It carries a 30mm chain gun under its nose that can fire up to 625 rounds per minute. Imagine that, a gun capable of shredding anything in its path. And if that wasn't enough, it packs Hellfire missiles and Hydra 70 rocket pods, capable of destroying armored vehicles and bunkers. With night vision, thermal imaging, and radar that can track multiple targets simultaneously, this helicopter sees, hears, and obliterates. The Apache's tech isn't just about blowing things up, it's also about staying alive. It has a twin-engine redundancy, which means even if one engine fails, it can still limp back to safety. And its targeting system? It can lock onto a target kilometers away, even in pitch-black conditions. It's like having a pair of superhuman eyes on the battlefield. Fun fact, the Apache has even influenced video games and action movies, showing up as the go-to chopper for missions where failure is not an option. Think of it as the Ferrari of the skies, fast, fierce, and feared. The Apache has more than proved its worth in real-life conflicts. During the Gulf War, it led some of the first attacks, making quick work of Iraqi tanks and defenses. Its ability to fly low and strike hard gave the U.S. a significant advantage, and in Afghanistan and Iraq, it's been invaluable in close air support, saving countless lives by providing heavy firepower when ground troops needed it most. In a nutshell, the Apache is the reason why you don't want to be on the wrong side of the battlefield. Sure, the Apache is a beast, but let's get real, it's not invincible. This helicopter guzzles fuel like a maniac and costs a fortune to maintain. Every hour of flight time requires hours of maintenance, and that 30mm gun? It's awesome until you realize it burns through ammo at a ridiculous rate. And while it's armored, it's still vulnerable to shoulder-fired missiles and even lucky shots from ground troops. Bottom line, it's powerful, but it comes with a hefty price tag. There's also a fair share of controversy. The Apache's use in populated areas has led to debates over civilian casualties, and some argue that the costs outweigh the benefits in today's warfare. It's a machine built for large-scale conflicts, but as warfare shifts, there's always the question: does the Apache still fit into the modern military landscape? These are the big questions as the military looks toward drones and unmanned vehicles as the future of combat. So that's the AH-64 Apache, an aircraft that's as iconic as it is deadly. It's a marvel of engineering, a symbol of power, and yes, a giant pain for anyone trying to keep it in the air. But when it's up there, there's nothing like it. Whether it's saving troops on the ground or taking down enemy positions, the Apache is a reminder of just how far military technology has come. But with every bit of power comes responsibility and cost. Is it worth it? That's for the strategists to decide. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the AH-64 Apache, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Military Forces Unleashed. Share this with friends who love all things military. And let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Do you think the Apache is still relevant? Or is it time for something new? We want to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, folks. Your support means the world to us. Every view, like, and comment helps us bring you more content on the world's most powerful military machines. Until next time, keep your sights on the sky, and we'll see you in the next episode of Military Forces Unleashed.